I feel like I can picture the original planning meaning for this game. Is there anything more relaxing than fishing? And yet at the same time, is there anything more horrifying than the sea? Dredge. This game's a couple years old. Oh, it's good though. It's really, really good. This is such a delicate balance of a game because at its core, mechanically, this is a cozy tech tree game, meaning that there is a fairly laid back activity that you engage in, and the more you engage with it, the more you get the resources to do it better so that you can keep doing it. And, that's the tech tree. Like, you keep doing the thing to get better at doing the thing, and it's fishing. It is what is the laziest mini game, and about 90% of most cozy games is the entire game here. And they're pulled together better than a lot of fishing mini games, and a lot of games are. So, like, it's this nice relaxing thing, and you're on this boat. It doesn't move very fast when you start. You're just out on the ocean, looking for signs of fish. You get fish, you catch fish, you sell fish, you upgrade your boat, and you keep going, and you do meet people and stuff like that, and you'll get little quests here and there, but, you fish so that you can do more fishing. Except it's also Eldritch horror. So, the people, the local residents tell you, straight up, don't go out at night and be careful what you catch. And one of the earliest things that you will start doing is you will start catching aberrations, because the standard fish in this game are all real fish. Even the scarier looking ones, like from the lower depths and things like that, with the big teeth and those are still real fish. But then you get the aberrations, which, that ain't right. Like, there is this, there's this sound effect that plays. Every time you catch a new fish, there's this sound effect, and it's kind of pleasant, like, oh, we got something. There's this minor chord variant of it that plays when you catch an aberration, and it just the sound of that immediately makes you go like, oh God. And then you look at the thing, it's like, I'm sorry, what? What is that? And they look real unsettling. And also, big props to whoever wrote the flavor text for these things, because wow, those descriptions are without being overly detailed or excessively graphic. It's just such good choice of words to unsettlingly describe these things. And I don't even really want to tell you any of the specifics, because if you find this interesting, I think you should go ahead and check it out. But the ability of this game to balance calm, cozy, relaxed fishing gameplay with what the hell is that? And occasionally, holy crap, what is that? When you see something really, really big and you panic and you run, or, get your boat to go as fast as you can. I'm just going to show you this moment that happened on stream, because it feels like the epitome of this game. Just see how relatively relaxed I am, and then just watch how it goes from 0 to 100. Yeah. And I wasn't playing that up for the camera. That legitimately got my heart racing. Just because I wasn't ready. I wasn't expecting it. And it felt fair. It felt earned. It's real good. It's real good. And balancing those elements, balancing that sense of, oh my God, with, oh, look, you caught a sturgeon. It actually does that shockingly well. And with the characters that you encounter, there's also a nice mix. You get other people who feel like kind of kindred spirits. They're like, oh, you're a more or less normal person just kind of stuck in this Eldritch horror ocean the same way I am. Then there's other people, it's like, I'll help you because it's a quest, but I'm not sure how good I feel about the fact that I'm about to help you with anything. And it's a nice mix of that. There's no voice acting. It's all written. And again, the writing is actually pretty dang solid, especially for a game like this. There are cozy games that I enjoy, but like are not especially well written, or at least not in a way that was especially engaging to me, either on the macro level of like what the plot turns were, or on the micro level of the individual lines of dialogue just kind of being just not much to write home about. And that rarely breaks these games, but it does stand out here where it's like, oh, you actually kind of know what you're doing with that. Okay. And as you get to go out and explore further, and initially just starting out at this little area and getting to explore out further, and find whole new areas with whole new biomes, whole new sets of fish, as you explore volcanic waters and mangroves and abyssal trenches. It all feels like a natural, it builds in a real natural way, as opposed to something like, say, Dave the Diver, which by the time I eventually decided I'd had enough of Dave, just felt like it was bolting more stuff on, even though it had a natural progression for a while, but then it just kept bolting more stuff onto the side. This game just lets its natural progression progress. And I would say, depending on how leisurely you take it, and again, gameplay-wise, it's pretty cozy as long as you're not out fishing at night. It's a pretty cozy game for the most part, and taking it at a relaxed pace is about 20 hours without DLC, which I have not gotten into at time of recording. I'm just talking about the base game, because the base game alone is good stuff. And then just upgrading the ship feels good and feels tangible, because when you first start going out, like, you can't go very far, partially because your boat is real slow. And the thing is, that doesn't feel like a nerf. I think in a lot of other games, it'll just feel like, well, I can't do anything. And I was like, no, there's plenty for you to do just in the range where you can get. It's just if you want to get farther, you got to upgrade the boat. And so by the time you get better engines, better rods, you get a bigger, you upgrade the hull so you can fit more, because it kind of has a Tetris style inventory where like things are a certain shape and take up so many squares on the grid of your inventory, but you can shift them and rotate them to try and get things to fit as much as possible. And naturally there's an achievement for taking up every single space in the cargo of your boat. But there's also like some really nice quality of life things. Like there's a storage. If there's stuff you want to keep but you don't want on the boat, whether it be equipment that you don't want to get rid of but aren't currently using, because when it comes to things like your fishing rod or whatever, you like upgrading isn't always straightforward, because certain rods will work in certain areas of the map. Like you need a special rod for the volcanic waters, you need a special rod if you're going to fish in the oceanic waters, but you can only install so many rods at a time, so you can't just fish for everything at a whim. You need to be prepared to uninstall some stuff and install some stuff back in. And this feels like just the right amount of busy work. But anyway, what I was saying before, you put stuff in the storage, and the quality of life thing that I didn't realize the game did at first, but then I was like, oh, wait a minute, is that storage is a universal feature. Any place where you can dock your boat, you have access to your storage. You don't have to go back to the specific island that you were using the storage at and can only get it there. No, once it's in storage, you go to any dock anywhere on the map and you can access whatever's in your storage. I'm like, oh, that's just nice, because given the pace and the way the game kind of encourages you to almost kind of lazily explore and go about filling the map and checking everything out, it wouldn't have been off-brand for it to make you go back to the specific storage things, because like it would fit the leisurely vibe that a lot of the game, not all of the game, you know, not when it's scaring the crap out of you, but that a lot of the game goes for. But they didn't do that. Like, they could have gotten away with it, but they didn't, and I just appreciate that. It's a thoughtful way of not wasting my freaking time. Which, yes, even in a cozy game, in a cozy, leisurely paced game, you can still waste somebody's time. And this doesn't. And again, you wouldn't think leisurely kickback, this is nice, intermittently interrupted by, wouldn't balance well, but it honestly really does. It really does. The pace at which stuff happens, and like when you suddenly realize, I've been out fishing, I was not paying attention to the time, oh crap, the sun's setting, oh crap, I don't know, I'm not going to be able to get back to the docks before the sun is down, oh boy, I hope nothing freaking eats me. Like, it's just the right level of tense and thrilling, and it's intermittent, and I just think it's really well done. It's a shockingly well-balanced experience. Balancing two flavors, I would not have thought to put together, but bless them for doing it. Dredge! What'd you think about this game? Whatever your thoughts are, drop something down in the comments. Let's talk about it. Patreon pays the bills, enables me to do this as my living. Even if you can't help me out that way, like, share, subscribe, they help. Don't worry too much about it, though. We take a relaxed attitude around here, so you can just come on back next time you need a break.
And now to thank my highest supporting patrons: Robin Moore, Quite Bearish, Zubin Lutfula, Mara G, Angry Casperl, Dave Hall, Andre, Movie Turtle, Oliver B, Welsh Wrestling Geeks, Melissa Pedersen, Mary Mello, Becky Sparks, Loki Eris, Pal Barabajoggle, and Sir Didymus is my favorite. And also Toka Blue Hoovian, Auntie 808, and Tracy Scrabbit. If you'd like to hear me try and pronounce your name correctly while these guys chitter in my ears, check out the reward tiers on the Patreon. Yes, I hear you.